A famous local family will be in the spotlight tonight on Food Network. Celebrity chef Geoffrey Zakarian and his wife Margaret, who have 3 children, they all live right here in Tampa Bay. They've now teamed up for a brand new show called Big Restaurant Bet.
And to celebrate the show's premiere tonight, Margaret and Geoffrey invited me to their home to talk about their new venture. Well, we wound up having a long conversation about everything from his career path to their love story to their many projects, but we started in their favorite room in the house doing what they do best.
So I'm making an Aperol Spritz, which is a very old-fashioned but delightful cocktail.
We're at home with Margaret and Geoffrey Zakarian, gathered where else but in the kitchen.
A fantastic aperitivo. It has a lot of ginseng root. What else than champagne?
To celebrate?
Champagne brings the bubble.
The consummate hosts are showing me how to prepare a colorful and welcoming cocktail. Voila! And a delicious snack tray filled with cheeses, charcuterie, nuts, veggies, fruit, and even chocolate.
Get a chunk of chocolate with an apple, a little bit of salami, piece of cheese.
And that's dark and rich and yummy chocolate.
Oh yeah, it's an antioxidant too.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
and it's good for you.
This is great.
Now you have a lovely spread. You've cleaned out your pantry and your fridge. And
your guests are going to be really happy.
Yes, and you're ready to go.
Awesome. All right, shall we go have a chat?
Let's
go.
Thank you for making me feel so welcome. I'm not surprised because hospitality is your thing. What would you say goes into creating a great experience for a guest?
It's a lot. I mean, you really want to start with thinking about if my friends or family were coming over to my house, how would I want to treat them? So that's what we do in the restaurant.
And there's always delicious food, which is where you come in.
Right, there has to be, you know, there's an experience for the guest, and the guest needs you, meaning us. You want to curate it. So there's no choices. This is what we have for you today. And that's all choreographed.
I'd like to take you back, way back.
Yes.
To your first job in a professional kitchen. It was at the legendary Le Cirque in New York City.
Yes, Le Cirque.
When you think about those
And
early
I worked
days.
for nothing.
See, because you love it. But when you think back
No,
to that time.
because they didn't want to pay me. And I'm like, I'll take the job anyways.
So I was going to ask you what you remember about those years.
That's what I
Is it
remember.
that you loved it so much you did it for free?
No, it's just because I wanted to be in the best restaurant in the country, and that was Le Cirque. And they didn't have any openings, and I told the chef when I interviewed, which wasn't really an interview, that I want a job. He said, I don't have any openings, and I cannot pay anybody else here. I have plenty of people. I said, I'll work for free. And he goes, okay, come tomorrow, just like that.
Well, it paid off
Yeah.
because you kept working in prestigious kitchens, eventually opened your own restaurants,
Yes.
wrote cookbooks. Then came TV, Geoffrey.
Yes. Well, Margaret was before that. Came along in 2002.
Okay, so let's
Just in time.
Let's go there.
The
At
song,
what
it's like
point?
the song,
Just in time.
At what point do you meet this lovely lady, and how quickly do you realize, man, if I'm lucky enough to have her as a partner, my career and my life just got made?
That's such a nice question, Maggie.
That's kind of lead-in. Am I supposed to like go with that?
You're supposed to 100% agree, and then
I set her up for that.
Okay, I'm gonna agree because it's true. You know, when I met Margaret, she had that same sort of outward, you know, she's Lebanese, and there's just this sparkly personality and always like ready for anything kind of attitude. And that was very seductive. And I think that, I guess I didn't realize it, but you were always in the restaurant business. The minute we met, we became the restaurant business together, even though she was doing something else and I was doing something else. It just, we knew it.
so now together you are embarking on this big restaurant.
Yeah, talk
Yes.
about a different, this is something weird because we never produced a show. We didn't
Well, so we started a production company.
during COVID. Why not, right?
Sure, why not?
It was that, or we're going to open a circus. We decided we didn't know how to do we didn't know how to, juggle. So we decided a production company was the furthest thing we'd know how to do.
You do juggle, but just a little differently.
Yeah,
Differently.
differently.
So we've pitched the show to Food Network, and it's premiering tonight. We're so excited. Big restaurant bet.
So you want to open a restaurant? Come with me. Let's go. Opening a restaurant is the highlight of any chef's career. Come on. If you can survive it.
I'm like feeling stressed.
So what will we see when we watch?
Margaret's gorgeous
We knew this.
and natural and ferocious.
We're going to see
Ferocious. In a good way.
8 chefs really put to the test. These are 8 really formidable people that want to open their own business. So it's a different thing to be able to cook than to run a business, right? So a lot of people have this dream, we want to open a restaurant, and we want to help the right person take that step.
Was there ever a moment when you're like, oh my gosh, what if we don't find the right person?
No, actually.
How are you?
We have 8 people, but the selection of some thousands of
I mean, we
chefs across the
vetted.
country.
Okay.
So these 8 were like really good, and any one of them, by the way, can have their own restaurant, will have their own restaurant, if they so desire.
Even if there's just, just a few kernels of takeaway for someone that's watching, that's interested in opening a restaurant or their own business otherwise, I mean, that's fulfilling in itself.
So you have Big Restaurant Bet.
Yes.
You have your other shows on Food Network.
The Kitchen.
Chopped. The Kitchen.
Yep.
You have your cookbooks. You
Yeah.
have your newsletter that you put out
Yes.
together. You have your cookware.
Yes.
Your product line.
Yes.
Your restaurants.
Yes.
Your podcast.
Yes.
You do juggle.
I do, yes. I
When-
do.
Zakarians, when is your plate full?
We're hungry.
Hungry for more,
We're
Maggie.
hungry. We're always hungry, and you learn so many things, and we dive right in.
So let me take you into the future. 10 years from now, 2 are sitting in your backyard with your drinks. What are you toasting to?
I'm toasting to you.
Oh my God, and I'm toasting to you. See, I know it's sweet.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
To you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maggie.
Thank you. Hashtag couple goals, right?
I love it. I want to toast right
Cheers
along with them.
to the
Cheers.
Zakarians, who are wonderful hosts, such nice people. And by the way, how good did that cocktail and that charcuterie board that we prepared look?
Yeah, it looked amazing.
So coming up later in the show, we're going to show you step by step how they prepared that, including some useful tips from Geoffrey to keep in mind when you're entertaining guests.
All right, so I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Maggie. And don't miss the premiere of The Big Restaurant Bet tonight at 10 p.m. on Food Network. You'll also be able to stream episodes weekly on Discovery+.